Hello peeps and hello peppers and welcome to Film Friday. And today on this Film Friday it's the opening film of yesterday's Queer Film Festival, and that actually fits because it also starts with an F. It's called Four Mothers. And actually I am a little bit afraid that my Instagram series could turn into 1 minute of movies explained poorly. So I actually hope the wonderful humor and dynamic in this film can be better explained with tarot cards. The tarot cards themselves even make an appearance in the movie because the four old ladies who befriend each other in very unexpected circumstances book a spiritual reading to know if their husbands are at peace. The only problem is that this spiritual reading is like 4 or 5 hours away, and like a community service bus has to take them there, and the son of one of the old ladies has an appointment that he needs to get done on the internet even while going there. And let's say the medium, possibly the soul of the old father, exposes also some ugly family communication. So but let's say all is good that ends well, and I really recommend this movie. So maybe we'll start with the extra card as usual. I have like 8 cards of the Phantom Wise Tarot because that looks like old movies, and 1 card from a different deck that's the Cat Tarot. And like there is no cat in the movie, but I think like old ladies are sometimes like cats, and like this whole situation is like herding cats. So what aspect can we tell by this card? Queen of Swords. Yes, the old ladies are kind of the queens of the household. Like the basic story is that Edward, who appears to be like in his mid-late 30s, he is an aspiring author and he is openly gay. There is another guy in the household, but I haven't quite understood if that is his love interest or his ex, or yeah. But anyway, Edward is most of the time alone with his mother, who can't speak anymore after a stroke. And his gay friends take off for a weekend in a winter pride celebration and need somewhere to keep their old mothers. So yeah, they actually all the 3 extra old ladies end up at the house of Edward and his mother Alma, and they behave like queens, everyone to their needs, battle about a pillow, and always want to have everything this minute. And let's say, even though Alma can't speak except for with a tablet, she appears to be quite clear in the head and quite sure of what she wants. So yes, Edward is stuck with 4 queens while he is actually, let's say, figuring out how to possibly go on a book tour of his latest young adult novel. And like this card slips down from my wonderful, also cat blanket here, which I just got yesterday from the artist personally, and even got a ride to the cinema and wrapped myself into this rainbowy cat blanket while watching the movie, and it was so hilarious. But yeah, it is not an easy movie. It's very entertaining, but it has a lot of reason to provoke deep thoughts too. The Emperor. Okay, Edward doesn't look like this, but yes, his life seems to be like a little bit meandering around his mother, who of course requires care, but she would like refuse to go to even like a short-term care home if that is required. Um, and there are always like Edward's publishers are sort of behaving like emperors over him, and of course he has obligations. Of course he wants to promote his book too, but he is also in his own shell of like how he wants this to be, but he can't. Like I have the feeling he can't express everything that he wants, and like when he is like on the community service bus with the ladies, there plays the soundtrack "I Wanna Be Where the Boys Are." Like all the old ladies know that their sons are gay, but and they are like open and friendly to the idea, but maybe they don't understand all of the consequences that this has for the respective individual. Because they are also like very caught up in their own needs and are then the empresses of the household, and every time they eat breakfast or something, then something is not right. So yes, there is a lot of steam. One of my favorite phrases from one of the old ladies is she has a boyfriend in another country to who she always talks via the tablet, and the other ladies ask if that's basically enough for her to not meet this guy, and she says, "Why should we always solve all the problems with sex?" It is hilarious. Okay, what can we hear? The Page of Cups. Okay, Cups is often receiving something. This figurine is a little bit childish and playful, and of course, old ladies in Ireland also like drinking tea. And yes, here Edward and the ladies have to, let's say, come to terms with like being a little bit childish, taking impulsive decisions. And of course then they see this medium a couple of hours away, who doesn't have rabbit ears but who does have very eccentric clothing. The Nine of Cups, yes, is here like receiving something, cheering to maybe Edward's success. This window has very many sections. So yes, Edward learns to see the things through a different window, and the mothers learn to see things through a different window. The Ten of Cups. Yes, a lot of chaos and a lot of drinking tea and a lot of books. That fits a lot. And let's say, to me, the movie came across that the reading tour works the best when Edward can finally be himself without all the publishers chiming in. If you have seen the movie and have a different interpretation of it, please let me know in the comments. That came out in reverse here. Yes, I do welcome your comments. Okay, this guy, maybe the stiffness should be reversed. Like he looks pretty stiff, pretty like the old-fashioned chair could also stand for like the obligation to take care of the ladies, like no flexibility to do things different than what they think. Like when they say they have booked this appointment 4 hours away, yeah, the community bus and Edward and everybody has to go. And there is no flexibility. Even though this incident propels more communication, I think in real life, people need to learn some more flexibility. This came also out in the reverse, the Six of Pentacles. Okay, pentacles often have to do something with earth and with richness. So this is like a woman, according to the old norm, like also with this house cap, giving the dogs a bone. In the beginning, Edward may feel like a dog who is just given a bone by these colorful videos that his friends sent from the Pride event. I still don't understand why he was chosen of all of them, but he is like this, like, let's say, cute person, reasonably normal person, like down-to-earth person. More pentacles and more things to juggle. The hat, once we talk about an Irish film, that also reminds me a little bit of the Irish leprechauns. And this, yeah, this person is sitting on a box, maybe really has to box in their thoughts and feelings, because you can't put randomly like people out on the street, but you can't also take yourself totally out of the situation. This looks like a church window. Yes, the four old ladies and Edward have, by the way, met before in church, because Edward always takes his mother to mass, and like the mass has certain rituals. The mass is sort of caved in stone. This card looks a little bit like the fairy tale of the little girl with the matchsticks in the winter and everything is cold. Like this story takes place in a I don't know, like the men say they're going to a winter pride event, but in Ireland at this time it looks a little bit more like springy. But yeah, I've also learned in Iceland, that has a lot of Irish genes, that winter is relative, and this winter romantic with the snow is actually like only in Hallmark movies, not in halfway logical movies by halfway logical people. And like there is a lot of open fields in the movie. Like it's sometimes almost like a road movie, that the people start talking on this community service bus. That still doesn't deliver a explanation of the whole movie. Stay here, cards. But yeah, one of my favorite advertisings that is a kind of a parody on movie watching says movies are made to be seen. So yes, actually, this is September 5th, 2025. If you have time this weekend, really attend the Queer Film Festival, because like now is the time also to show that such events are needed to create conversations in society. See you!